Welcome back to Piston Power. Today we're taking you deep into the world of American military power, a force built not just on tanks or missiles, but a deadly combination of both, the USA Tank Rocket System. These high-powered machines represent some of the most advanced battlefield technologies on the planet, designed to dominate any terrain, any threat, at any time. Let's begin with the core of America's armored might, the M1A2 Abrams. It's a battle-proven tank that not only withstands direct hits but also strikes back with deadly precision. But when we integrate advanced rocket systems onto armored platforms, the result becomes even more fearsome. One of the leading systems is the M270 MLRS, the multiple launch rocket system. Mounted on a tracked armored vehicle, the M270 is not a traditional tank, but it behaves like one with enhanced firepower. Each unit carries up to 12 rockets that can launch with pinpoint accuracy, raining destruction across a 70-kilometer range. In upgraded versions like the M270A2, that range is extended using precision strike missiles. This gives U.S. forces the ability to strike deep behind enemy lines while remaining mobile and protected. But America's tank rocket dominance doesn't stop there. Enter the HIMARS-8 high-mobility artillery rocket system. Unlike the M270, HIMARS is wheeled, faster, and easier to deploy. It can be airlifted by a C-130 transport aircraft and made ready to fire within minutes of landing. HIMARS can launch both GMLRS rockets and the long-range ATACMS missiles, giving it the flexibility to adapt to different threats instantly. These aren't just weapons, they're strategic tools. In recent combat operations, HIMARS has proven to be a game-changer. Its ability to relocate quickly after firing makes it almost untouchable. That's what makes this system so effective. It hits hard, moves fast, and disappears before the enemy can respond. Now imagine this kind of rocket firepower merged into tank battalions, a fast, protected, heavily armed formations capable of launching salvos of rockets while on the move. That's the evolution the U.S. military is heading toward. Another important development is the Extended Range Cannon Artillery program. This system combines a tank chassis with a longer-range artillery gun capable of firing rocket-assisted projectiles well beyond the standard 30 km limit, with ranges up to 70 km or more. The RCO can outgun enemy artillery before they even get close. There's also innovation happening with loitering munitions, a drone-based rocket systems that can be launched from armored vehicles. These aren't traditional rockets, but their explosive power and tracking capability allow tanks to launch them over hills, buildings, or obstacles with extreme accuracy. Let's not forget the Striker Dragoon variant armed with Javelin anti-tank missile launchers. Although the Javelin is a missile, not a rocket in the traditional sense, its fire-and-forget capability from a mobile armored vehicle fits perfectly in the tank-rocket hybrid evolution. Now consider the tactics: a combination of M1 Abrams tanks up front, HIMARS and M270 units just behind them, and drone and missile support overhead. Together, this creates a layered, unstoppable force. While tanks provide armor and direct fire, rocket systems deliver long-range attacks, eliminating enemy threats before they even reach the battlefield. These systems aren't only about power, they're about precision. GPS-guided munitions ensure that every rocket lands exactly where it's supposed to. The U.S. military has heavily invested in battlefield networks that connect satellites, drones, tanks, and rocket launchers all in real time. This results in faster targeting, more effective strikes, and minimal collateral damage. Future systems under development include next-gen platforms like the Precision Strike Missile, PRSM, which will eventually replace the older ATACMS. PRSM will have a range of over 500 kilometers, and be fired from existing M270 and HIMARS platforms. Imagine a mobile tank-like vehicle that can deliver a hypersonic rocket strike from hundreds of kilometers away, all while remaining hidden or on the move. So what does this mean for the future of ground warfare? It means tanks are no longer just rolling armor. They are now platforms for launching guided rockets, drones, and high-tech munitions. America is blending armor with firepower like never before, turning every vehicle into a precision strike platform. In summary, The USA tank rocket systems are not just machines, they are battlefield ecosystems. They represent decades of innovation, strategy, and dominance. From the M1 Abrams to HIMARS, M270, and future PRSM, America's approach is clear: combine speed, range, protection, and firepower into one unstoppable force. That's it for today's video on piston power. If you enjoyed this breakdown of America's tank rocket dominance, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. More powerful machines, deadly designs, and battlefield beasts are coming your way. Until next time, stay powered, stay unstoppable.